down and 12. From the gun, Cunningham. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going to try and throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 3rd and 2, Cunningham. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, Cunningham looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
53.
The final shot before break. Cunningham. Throw left side complete. That's Lawson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. 44 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Cunningham looking to throw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Done. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Stewart now. Throwing on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Operating from the gun. Cunningham going up. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Brandon, it's not a bad time to take a shot downfield. You've got a 1st and 5, but you've got to hope that the worst thing that comes out of it is an incompletion. Instead, this is good coverage, and it winds up being intercepted.
On 1st down. Done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Field flip, field flip. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Cunningham firing quickly here, and that's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Cunningham. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Cunningham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cunningham to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Caught on the slant. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game to the defense.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Cunningham toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch the whip. Go. Hey, Delta.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Stewart. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.